Now, just when we thought the GPU war was over with the released information of the GTX 1080 and 1070, we have some brand new information about AMD's new Polaris chip, which is the RX 480. Now, with this information, we've found out that AMD are particularly focusing on the VR market, and more specifically the entry level. So that's people who have less funds available but want to get into that VR market for the Vive and also the Oculus Rift. They're going to be bringing us a game changer. Now, this is a game changer. Hear me out if you're GTX fanboys. I love Nvidia a huge amount, but this is a whole game changer for the market with what they're doing. Now, currently only 1% of computers can qualify for actually playing VR games using VR equipment such as my Vive or the Oculus Rift. 1% of the market, that's ridiculously small. And how are they going to make this more accessible to consumers on the whole? They need to drop the price. Currently, a graphics card that is suitable for playing a VR game is going to cost you in excess of several £100. AMD are going to change that. Now, they have confirmed a few things. I will get onto them all. So firstly, AMD are bringing out the RX 480 for entry-level VR gaming, and it's going to cost, get this, $199. That's the starting price point for the RX 480, $199. And that's for a 4GB card. If you want the 8GB card, that's going to cost you around $229. That's going to equate to, for example, $200 is about £120. If you include VAT, shipping costs, it's going to cost the British gamers between £150 and £170 if we're lucky. That is an incredibly low price for a graphics card, considering my 980 Ti cost £450 roughly. The 980 Ti is 3 times more expensive, so that is shocking and amazing. Now, with VR gaming becoming more approachable due to these low price cards, we're going to see hopefully a lot more focus on VR gaming and VR support, both on AMD's side and Nvidia's side of the fence. Now, another amazing piece of information that we have been told is that the RX 480 is going to use up about 150 watts energy, and that means that for those who don't have a souped-up gaming build, I've just done a video on mine, you can check it out if you want. You will notice that I have a 800 watt PSU, I have a high-end CPU, which you will still need. But with the wattage, you're not necessarily going to have to invest in another PSU, one that is much bigger. If you're currently around the, say, 600 watt mark, I shouldn't think you're going to need to upgrade that if you're exchanging your 970 for a RX 480. And now you're probably thinking, what better news could we have about the new graphics card? Well, actually, AMD have confirmed that the RX 470 is going to be even cheaper than that. Even cheaper. Like, I'm literally going to be throwing my money at cars at this rate, because Nvidia are going to have to fight this ground. They may have the high ground for the high enthusiast players, but for the low enthusiast, if you're looking at the 1070, I should expect the RX 480 to be able to trade punches with that. In fact, it's already been said that the RX 480 can trade punches quite easily with the 980 and 980 Ti, and that's with a low wattage again, another big thing that I keep pushing. And you're going to see a massive improvement over the GTX 970. And from what we can currently see, the GTX 970 is going to be about $100 more expensive at the time of this information than the RX 480. And this is something Nvidia is going to have to confront. It's going to have to battle for this, because people aren't going to be buying GTX 970s if they can get a much better card at a much lower price. Now another piece of really interesting information is a benchmark that I've seen from AMD, I should mention, so it is biased, but it puts up a GTX 1080's benchmark versus AMD's 480s in Crossfire. Now we all know Crossfire can be hit and miss, same with SLI, it's never been perfected, but still it is important to note that currently on this benchmark review, which is for Ashes of the Singularity, it is the AMD's Crossfire cards are pulling more frames, so by I think it's about 12 frames, so I might be mistaken, I'll put the slide on here, than the GTX 1080. Now the big thing about this is for two RX 480s in Crossfire, you're looking at about $100 less than the GTX 1080. Again, it is a bias review, a bias benchmark, and another thing to bear in mind is, like I mentioned before, Crossfire can be very hit and miss. But if with DirectX 12 we see this huge improvement with SLI and Crossfire, that is certainly an interesting route to go down, something that I may even consider getting myself. And any other gamers who are looking at better price per performance, they're going to be looking at the AMD cards. Now this is going to be a massive graphics card war, and it is really starting to heat up. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash a like button, which will be down there, that little thumbs up. I have no idea where it's going to be. And also, if you want to see more, obviously subscribe. Just to let you know, I am doing a prize giveaway once I get to 500 subscribers. So if you haven't already subbed and you want to see more videos, check that button out now. And I mean, I've not got far to go, so hopefully you'll be in a chance to win a free prize. Now what that prize is, I've yet to decide, but I have some good ideas. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.